Ambassador Ilara Mikhailov of the Terran Union stood perfectly still as the doors of the Imperial Throne Hall groaned open before her. Torch-like plasma braziers flickered along the walls. Towering statues of past emperors stared down with metallic disdain. And before her, looming upon a raised obsidian dais, sat Emperor Razik Karthuun, ruler of the ZYR Dominion, flanked by armed honor guards whose armor gleamed like the fangs of predators. Ilara approached with soft, unhurried steps, the sound of her polished boots echoing across the marble floor. She wore no armor, no weapons, just the deep navy blue coat of the Terran diplomatic corps. The ZYR found this offensive. The Emperor leaned forward. "Human diplomat," he said, voice dripping venom. "You come to the Dominion at a time of war, a time of conquest. What makes you believe you will leave here alive?" Ilara bowed calmly. "Courtesy, your radiance." Murmurs rippled through the chamber. The Emperor sneered. "We do not show courtesy to prey." Her expression did not break. "A mistake your empire makes often." Gasps. Hands went to weapon holsters. One guard actually drew a blade. Ilara simply clasped her hands behind her back. Her heartbeat did not rise. Her pupils did not dilate. Humanity knew who she was, Ilara Mikhailov, the Union's most effective diplomat. But the galaxy whispered another name for her, a title earned during the Silent War, carved into the memories of assassins and tyrants alike. Baba Yaga, the Night Witch, the Bone Matron, the woman death sent when death was busy. But the ZYR Dominion had never faced her, and they believed humans to be a mild, soft species who negotiated because they lacked the strength to fight. A mistake indeed. The Emperor waved a clawed hand. "Enough. Humans are weak. Peace is weakness. And your Union, pathetic. I will offer you a single chance. Kneel before me, swear Earth's obedience, and I may grant your species." A thunderous boom erupted as the giant doors slammed shut behind her. The room dimmed. Every ZYR guard shifted into combat stance. Ilara did not move. She simply looked up at the Emperor, the faintest smile touching her lips. "You have made 3 errors today," she said quietly. The court fell silent. "First, you threatened Earth." Her eyes, calm until now, hardened like obsidian. "Second, you locked the only exit." Every guard's grip tightened. "And third," her voice dropped to a chilling whisper, "you mistook a diplomat for a victim." Middle, the assassination attempt. Moments later, the lights cut out. The temperature dropped rapidly as life support dampers hissed. Shadows thickened across the hall. An ambush. The Emperor had planned this from the start. From the rafters and the walls, the Nightclaw assassins, the Dominion's elite killers, flickered into view, 12 of them, their bodies cloaked in adaptive camouflage, eyes glowing with predatory hunger. They encircled her. "We know what you are," one hissed. "Your reputation is exaggerated." Ilara inhaled softly. The cloaking units on the assassins shimmered as they moved. "You should have brought more," she murmured. The assassins lunged as one. And the world slowed. To the ZYR, it looked like impossible speed. To Ilara, it felt like a familiar rhythm. Her body flowed like water, sidestepping, turning, redirecting blades with her palms. With the faintest tap of her fingers, she triggered pressure points along necks and joint clusters. Movement became agony for her attackers. One assassin slashed at her throat. She caught the blade between 2 fingers. 2. A twist. A shriek. He collapsed. The next rushed her from behind. Ilara stepped backward, used his weight, and hurled him into 2 others. The crash echoed like thunder. A fourth leaped, blades extended. She bent, spun, and struck him once in the sternum. He flew backward 10 meters and didn't rise. All this happened in under 5 seconds. The Imperial court watched in stunned horror. General Vogt, once smirking, now stared with quivering mandibles. What is she? Ilara turned to the last 2 assassins, who now hesitated. Her tone remained calm. If you wish to flee, now is the time. They charged anyway. She sighed. 10 seconds later, they lay unconscious on the floor, bodies twisted but alive. She had killed no one. That scared the ZYR even more. The Emperor rose to his feet, voice shaking. This is impossible. Humans are weak. Ilara brushed a speck of dust off her sleeve. Humans negotiate because we prefer peace, not because we lack the ability to wage war. The Emperor snarled, pressing a button on his throne. The floor opened. A monstrous warbeast, a 10-foot cyborg abomination, clawed its way out, chains snapping, mechanical limbs whirring with murder. The Emperor screamed, "Kill her!" The beast roared and charged. Ilara closed her eyes. When they opened, they were cold as the void. Time to remind the galaxy why the Union keeps me leashed, she thought. As the beast lunged, she slipped beneath its strike, climbed its back in 3 fluid steps, and drove her elbow into the neural core at the base of its skull. A shockwave pulsed. The creature froze mid-roar. Sparks fell like rain as it toppled over. The Emperor took a step back, terror finally taking root. Ilara turned toward him. Shall we continue our negotiation? Ending, the woman who ended a war without killing a soul. Silence. Pure, absolute silence. Even the plasma braziers flickered as if afraid to move. The Emperor's voice trembled. What are you? Ilara stepped forward. A diplomat, she said, but not a fool. Her boots clicked softly on the obsidian floor. I represent a species that seeks peace, but will defend itself with unimaginable fury if pushed. She stopped at the foot of the dais. You plan to kill me, she said softly. To send humanity a message. She tilted her head. Allow me to send one instead. The Emperor swallowed. And what message is that? Her voice was low, controlled, terrifying in its certainty. Do not mistake humanity's kindness for weakness. She placed a single data cube on the steps. This contains Earth's peace proposal. The Emperor flinched at the word peace, unsure if it was a threat or a gift. Ilara Mikhailov, he whispered. Baba Yaga, Night Witch, the ghost of the silent war. Your name is legend. She turned. Legends are stories, she said. I'm real. She walked toward the doors. The guards scrambled out of her way. Ambassador, the Emperor called, voice cracking. Wait. She paused. We accept your treaty. Murmurs rippled through the court. Shock, disbelief, outrage. The Emperor added quickly, we wish no conflict with Earth. Ilara nodded once. Wise. She departed the hall as the doors opened obediently for her. Outside, her Terran escort waited. Captain Darius stepped forward. Negotiations went well. Ilara gave a faint smile. We have peace. And the attempt on your life. She shrugged. Predictable. He sighed. You didn't kill anyone, did you? Of course not. But they'll think you did. Oh, absolutely. The two shared a quiet laugh. Behind them, the Emperor collapsed into his throne, trembling as if he'd glimpsed death itself. Perhaps he had. After all, the Dominion had tried to kill the woman diplomat, unaware she was the Baba Yaga. And the galaxy learned a final truth that day. Humanity negotiates with words, but the Baba Yaga negotiates with fear.